Hello guys, and today I will show you a quick guide on how to blind fire, because if you do that correctly, it will be an extremely powerful ability that you can use in your battles. The first thing that you wanna do is go into the settings, then click the fifth tab, which is the reticle, and then go into the arcade. Here you need to choose the first window and click the diagonal aiming circle. This will be extremely important because thanks to this you can precisely say where to shoot at the enemy. The second thing that you need to choose is go into the battle notification. This is the last tab. Then click the advanced, so not the standard ones, the advanced. And here I recommend to take them all because they are all pretty important. Maybe you don't want the friendly fire, then you can turn it off, but the rest of them I definitely recommend. So for the example, I will show you my battle on the Prohorovka with the mouse, but only the second part, because that just shows how to blind fire and how powerful it can be. So what we want to do is align this thing over here, this line that isn't very easy to see. We want this to align with the damage indicator, so with this white line with this black one. And as you can see here, I aligned those two, and now we of course need to aim on the where the enemy can be. And thanks to that, as you saw, I managed to kill the arty, and that is what we want to do. And as you saw, this is a very powerful mechanic, because we managed to kill the arty just by looking at the side from where he was shooting us. And of course you can do it against anyone. What you need to take into account is, of course, the side from where he's shooting you. So we are aiming, we want this higher one to be aligned because this will match you better. And then just blind fire. You need to of course take into the account if there is a hill or something. You need to not aim too high or too low, but if you do it correctly, if you just try it a bit, then it will be a very powerful mechanic. So I skipped another part where there was no blind firing, but now this will be the situation where the blind firing will begin massively. We are of course the mouse on tier 8s, which is very powerful, and because of that we can just play in the middle here. I took so much damage because I wanted to do a mission, but blind firing is also pretty viable. So we want to align, I now, as you see, align those two lines with the panther shooting me, and it should have went in. I will show you because the results of this were pretty great. Again, where he is shooting from us, those two lines, you need to align them. That is basically it. So if you do it a few times, you should hit some blind fires. Of course there are some positions that it is pretty hard to blind fire. If somebody has some armor, then he can bounce, they can relocate, but as you see, the enemies definitely can take some shots, like the Vipera. He got minus 500 damage, probably from us. And as you see, this Panther 2 is also pretty low because of us. So now we have the end of the battle. As you see, I did now with the Backchat kill 2900, and we will skip to the scores on how much I did on the blind fire. So as you can see here on the scoreboard, we did almost 5000 damage, so 4700, which is 2000 damage more than in the battle. That means that we hit 4 blind firing shells, which is a pretty great result. And the best thing about this mechanic is just you don't really need to know that much. You just need to switch your settings to those advanced and the diagonal reticle, and basically you are good to go. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and see you next time.